Deacon Jim, could you come, please? We will wait as long as it takes. Bless you, brother. Turn and face the people, please. Well, this morning we make Jim Smith our Deacon Emeritus. Now, I want you to hold your applause. We have several things to say about Deacon Jim. And would you turn into your bulletin? There's a resolution that was passed by our vestry. So this is a decision that our vestry made, and that is a beautiful resolution. I won't read it to you because I know you can read. It's a beautiful resolution that reminds us that Deacon Jim was here when St. Barnabas started in the Quonset days. His second Sunday, he was recruited to be the Sunday school teacher. Let me ask you, Jim, were you recruited or were you inducted?
Actually, I was superintendent of Sunday school.
Superintendent, is that what did I say? Superintendent of Sunday schools,
Well,
yes.
teacher.
Oh, I'm sorry, superintendent of Sunday schools.
And I knew nothing about it at all.
And since then, he has been a faithful servant of St. Barnabas, and it gives me great pleasure this morning to honor him as our Deacon Emeritus. This is a plaque for Jim. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we have a scrapbook that many of you have written entries into this scrapbook, your memories of Jim, and we're still collecting these, by the way.
Oh my.
There are things to be added to this. And what I do want to read you is a letter that our bishop sent to me asking me to share this with you. Dear Jim, even though my visitation schedule prevents me from being with you on this special day, I want to join with all of those whom you have touched in your ministry and add my thanks and appreciation to theirs. You were one of the very first deacons I met when I came to Arizona as bishop, and I have come to know how profoundly you have been a model to that sacred order. I have seen you mainly in your public role serving at the altar, but I also know how your ministry has been expressed in less visible but equally important ways by your work in counseling, teaching, serving those in need, and pastoral care. You have been a good and faithful servant in so many ways. There is an old saying, which I am especially fond of, that originally everyone was named Smith, but when they sinned, God made them change their name. That may be going a little too far, but I am sure that your congregation and many in the larger diocese look to you as faithful and caring pastor who embodies for them the love of Christ. My prayers and blessings are with you, your family, and your parish as you celebrate a job well done. Faithfully, Bishop Kirk. And from the day I came, that smile never left and was always there to encourage me. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Would you like to say something? Yes, please.
I'd like to say and to thank you so very, very much for helping and honoring me on this day. It's hard to believe that when we were in Quonset some 50 years ago, that we would be in such a magnificent church and have so many, many people. As I look around and I recognize so many of you that were there in the early church. But I thank you so very, very much for coming and being with me on this very important day to me. Thank you.
Bless you, Jim. Yes. Following the service this morning, there'll be a reception for Jim in the parish hall. I'll hope you'll come by there and honor him more personally. Let us remember the words of the Scripture, to walk in love as Christ loved us and gave himself for us, an offering and sacrifice to God.